brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Why was that not on? It looked like it was on. Okay, when it's dark outside and the lights down here in the it looked like it was on.
That's true. Those lights need to be brighter.
Those nights needs to be brighter.
That's right.
I've been here defending the whole galaxy. And next you find yourself sucking down coffee with Ollie and his little brother Lekter. Welcome to Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler, Ollie, Lekter with you on your Friday morning. A beautiful Friday morning. It's 2.4 degrees above zero. Ollie is dead. Ollie has died. This is actually how we would announce it. If Ollie had passed away, it's just like, welcome to Mornings at the Cabin. Ollie's passed away. We're going to go ahead and just do the show like he would have wanted. Error-free.
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
This is not how I would have
Oh,
wanted.
for goodness sake, it's not that bad. This is how we roll here. You know, I know I've been in a bit of a mood lately.
Just Monday.
Just stress from work. Gotta move. I hate moving.
You've been lovely since Monday.
Oh, stuff it in your hole. But this morning was unparalleled nastiness from just the day.
Ooh.
Got up. I haven't showered yet. So I got up early. I got up earlier, but then I just found myself distracted by everything, trying to get everything ready, and I ran out of time. Got my coffee ready, got my bagel in the toaster, and I put it on the counter. Take out the cream cheese. Only enough cream cheese for one half of the thing. This day is terrible. But Mornings at the Cabin is going to be great.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
So last night, Ollie, you emceed a comedy night.
I did.
In full bow tie regalia. I saw a picture.
It was amazing. It was a really good night. Etienne and Flavor Trader.
Yes.
Put it on at the Museum Cafe.
So the food was good, obviously.
3-course meal.
Yeah.
Plus comedy, plus a cellist playing during the meal itself, which is amazing.
Very classic.
Like playing during people's sets?
No, during the meal.
Oh, during the meal.
So yeah, so while people were
nice.
eating, you had like a cello performance in the background. It was a really classy night.
It
actually.
was.
Which, considering the
This is
cost
like
of it,
the oddest
like,
comedy night ever. This sounds like a comedy night for like academics. That's what it sounds like.
Well,
Was
I
it
made
good?
sure that was not
That's
the case.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
like right at the front of the crowd, was seated. Like, and what I enjoyed most about this was that Lekter and Nicole came in, and after about 5 minutes, I noticed that they were still standing up, and increasingly senior officials had begun to congregate around them. And so I sidled over to Scott. It's like, are you causing trouble already? You've literally just got here, and you kind of very quietly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
It's called making a scene.
Why were senior officials surrounding you?
Well, because it was all assigned seating, right? Because you had to pre-order what meal you were going to eat.
Okay.
And so they kind of had it coordinated as though this table has this people and they have these orders. So if people started switching tables, it kind of, potentially messed things up when they started bringing food out as far as a coordinated effort goes. So we were assigned to our tables when we arrived, and we were like, oh, okay. So we go and find our table. And I'm not going to say who was sitting at that table. Great Yellowknife couple. But when we got there, we were like, oh, hey, we're sitting with you. And they're like, actually, no, you're not.
Okay.
We're just like, oh, all right.
It was Heidi and PK, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Heidi and PK. No, it was a local real estate agent and his lovely wife. And,
I did not know you'd been kicked out and rendered homeless that evening. This is news to me. So you ended up at the front. You ended up at the very front.
Right at the front, like my worst nightmare at any kind of show.
But you were only picked on once.
I was only picked on once. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
And I think that was Lauren's idea of a roast. And I was like, if that's a roast, then you just bring that all day. That's fine.
Lauren McGinnis finished off the night.
Yes.
CBC morning host, of course.
And this morning, just let me interject. He just posted something.
You're not allowed to read that out.
I am too.
It's not morning show acceptable.
He is dog testicles tired this morning. That's what he wrote. He didn't write testicles, but that is, I don't know what that means. But it sounds pretty negative.
He's tired, man. He's up earlier than anybody else here.
He
He's
is,
up at
absolutely.
4 o'clock in the morning. So he finished off the night, and about, I would say, like a third to a half of his set was cabin radio related.
He is obsessed with
He had told me earlier in the night, he had like taken me to one side and like spent 5 minutes like making sure that my ego was sufficiently intact for what would follow. Like, Ollie, I love what you guys are doing. I'm going to talk about cabin radio tonight. And like basically set me up to expect to be like left like in flames, in cinders on the floor at the end of the set.
Yeah.
But then like the set became, I don't know, Canadian stand-up. Like, I was roasted in just, like, praise and apology. Because, like, it was 10 minutes of like, virtually nothing but basically, like, it was more a roast of the CBC than it was of cabin radio. It was just kind of really nice to cabin radio, and it sort of finished with him being like, hey, Ollie, yeah, good stuff, really like you. And then poor Scott just got picked on. And if you think we can't read out what Lauren wrote this morning, I absolutely can't read out what Lauren called Scott.
No, no. We can't recite that joke.
Is there a non-blue version? I want to hear.
There really isn't.
No, I don't think there is. No.
Just beep, 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 beep. Later, beep, 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 beep.
He spent 10 to 15 minutes just doing this this cabin radio set that was nothing really but praise for cabin radio. And then, right at the end of it, like, got Scott to stand up for 3 seconds, basically insulted the heck out of him in a way that I cannot think of a way of doing in a family-friendly manner. And then told him to sit down. Like, Scott got a drive-by from Lauren McGuinness at the end of a 10-minute cabin radio sort of praise session.
That's amazing.
My favorite part, like you say, it was a very complimentary roast. That being that apparently Lauren's mom listens to Mornings at the Cabin.
Hi, Lauren's mom. Welcome. No, it
Your son is dog testicles tired this morning.
Tired as a set of dog testes. No, it sounds like an incredible night. I mean, like, the lineup was great. You got Scotty Falshaw in there as well. And
that new dad, Scotty Falshaw.
Yeah, that's right. He must be dog testes tired as well.
Doing stand-up comedy with an 11-day-old child.
Only 11.
Pretty impressive.
That's right. Who else was in the lineup?
You had Tom Parker, Martin Rehak, and Jade Halcyon.
Nice. Yeah, very cool. I mean, I was making a joke about it being for academics earlier. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Highbrow comedy is one of my fortes, obviously. But I had a picture of, like, while the cellist was playing, and then you come up and you're like, oh, that augmented fifth you played in the fourth bar there. That was delightful. Everybody? Okay, great. I just thought that was kind of funny to me in my brain.
Are you issuing an apology?
Yes. I am.
Adorable.
Well, academics like myself love comedy.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love a
and cellists.
And cellists. I love a highbrow joke. Yeah. I don't have one at my disposal right now. I had an idea for a triple entendre, but
wow.
Yeah, when in Rome. It's not really one.
Kind of music.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good night. It sounded like a great time.
It was a lot
I'm sure
of fun.
The food was amazing. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it was amazing. I did order these amazing tacos, but then had not planned on like how one is supposed to get away with eating those things while trying to wear a bow tie and look somewhat sophisticated.
Or getting away with calling them tacos.
Tacos. Tacos.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
The Raptors' historic run has been just as exciting for me as it has been for any casual basketball fan. You put the ball in the hoop and everyone's having a good time.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a great time on Wednesday night. Again, you and I did.
Yes.
Yeah, when I said we.
Yeah, I said we did.
Oh, I thought you said, did ya?
Did you?
Did you?
Well, how nice for you.
How nice for you. You were a pain in the ass to be around.
Sitting across the table trying to enjoy myself.
That's fair enough. I am mostly a drain emotionally on people around me. But so part of this...
But it's a wild ride as we go down.
Thank you for being with me on this ride. But yeah, obviously we had a good time. And you know what? I wanted to take something back. From the other day, because we talked about being at the Woodyard. This is from yesterday, and I said it's not really a place to watch the game, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all.
Right?
Like it's not really meant that they're not like, hey, come down to watch the game at the Woodyard.
Right? It's not a sports bar.
And I was thinking, yeah, exactly right. And they've got the 3 TVs, and I think they were kind of pressured into getting those TVs because they didn't have them originally.
Right?
And they put them up afterward just because, like, they're hockey and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean it in kind of a bad way. I just meant that like it's not the first place I
did. Someone call you out on that?
No, I called myself out on it.
Oh.
I'm trying to do that more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holding yourself accountable. I like it.
Not really. But
okay.
Well, I mean sometimes. But I because I really love it there, and I don't want them to take it.
It was eaten away.
I don't want someone to take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Okay,
right.
Okay,
it's just not the first place I'd be like, let's go to the Woodyard to watch the game.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
think everyone
it's on the
understands
TVs,
that.
but it's not on the stereo system or anything. It's mostly kind of in the background.
I think most Woodyard patrons are probably annoyed when there is something on the TV,
probably
because they just want to enjoy some casual conversation and a good beer.
Yeah,
what's all this sports distracting us
That's
from
right.
that?
That's right. We're here making deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's two guys at a table yelling away, trying to have a nice night.
I was yelling a lot.
Yeah.
Get the ball in the hoop. I wasn't yelling that much. Okay, so part of this historic Raptors run. Now they've been good for a while, right?
Sorry, just before you start, I love the idea that your go-to rally cry.
Yeah.
Put the ball in the hoop.
Put it in the basket. What are you doing?
Puck in the net. Come on.
It's simple.
Anyway.
Get it in the hole.
Sorry, that just struck me.
Get in the hole. So they've been good for a while. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years ago. They've made it twice in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So they had this historic run. So about a year ago, a guy named Chuck Coolin, who is it's just that's a great name.
Coolest Chuck I've ever heard of.
He's a coolie Chuck. Head of marketing for McDonald's in Eastern Canada.
Okay.
Decided to do a little promotion with the Raptors.
Okay.
So they got together with the Raptors and said that every time the Raptors score or made 12 3-points in a game, 3-point shots in a game, they would give away free fries across Ontario.
Yeah.
All right. And
Small? Medium?
A medium
large?
fries.
Okay.
Medium. A free medium fries. That's a decent amount of fries.
Yeah.
It's a handful of fries.
That's nice.
It's a big handful.
Fistful.
So 18 days before, and this happened 18 days later after they made this arrangement, the Raptors traded for Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Who is not like he's not like a top 3-point shooter. He's a good 3-point shooter.
It's not like they brought Steph Curry over.
But that's right. But this kind of changed some of the dynamics of the team because what Golden State has done over the last few years has been really rain those 3-pointers down.
Yes.
Right. So a lot of teams are kind of adjusting to that. Like we got to get that as well. So 18 days later, they trade for Kawhi Leonard, and he's kind of like, who is this guy? He didn't really know who it was. And Goulden was like, oh, okay. What does it mean? He was asking around, what does it mean? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, it means they might score a few more 3-pointers. So they adjusted their promotion. They said, okay, we anticipate that the Raptors will score that many 3-pointers at least half of their games. So 41 games.
Okay.
And they weren't wrong.
Right.
Last year, the Raptors scored 12 3-pointers or more in 43 of 82 games. They averaged 11.8 threes per game.
Okay.
What they did underestimate was how much Ontarians?
Ontarians. Yeah.
Ontario people.
Yeah.
Like French fries. So so throughout the season,
what an odd thing to underestimate.
Well, just like, I don't know, people in Ontario, they probably don't eat a lot of fries. It's like 98% of the population is in Ontario. So, I mean,
it's really not putting a lot of confidence behind your own product.
Not really.
Okay.
So throughout the season, obviously the Raptors did very well, and they were out about 3 times as many orders as they thought they would be. 700,000 orders.
Just because of people's lust for French fries.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, getting free French fries. So 700,000 orders of medium French fries for free that they gave away. Now McDonald's can handle that, right? But I mean, it's just kind of funny that they underestimated their promotion so badly that they are now out $5.4 million worth of fries. I just thought that was funny.
I don't know how you, to be honest, how do you make that mistake? I mean, personally, I'm a fan of McDonald's. I go on occasion.
I had it yesterday.
But as soon as those coupons come in the mail, that's not even anything free. I'm just getting basically half-price McDonald's.
Maybe.
Oh, and
maybe not even half-price.
I go overboard.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you give me the opportunity of free anything from McDonald's, I'm not going to let that pass.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I earned it.
I earned it by
paying attention
to a promotion that they had with the Raptors. So Chuck Coolin, maybe. I mean, obviously they're not feeling the pinch. I don't think McDonald's is hurting for money.
Chuck's sweating now.
Chuck's sweating a little bit. He's just like,
he's got the chills. It's sweating. It's cool.
Folks from Ontario really love their French fries. And, there was an interview, obviously, and they caught a little audio of it. And Chuck Coulin's response to Ontario folks really liking their French fries.
You people are pigs!
That's...
Oh, Chuck, that's a little dramatic.
Chuck's a little dramatic.
I don't know.
He went on to say that he's going to personally spit in every fifth order of French fries. So the Raptors continue to do well, and people in Ontario continue to get free fries.
The promotion is thriving.
That's right.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Scenes from the cabin.
Give me a beer, pal.
And put that on my tab. You were the talk of the tournament, Gilmore.
Wow. Thanks a lot.
You sure crushed that ball off the tee. I'll tell you what, you do well in a long drive contest. You'd make good money traveling, hustling at driving ranges.
I know what you're doing right now, and I don't like it. So just shut your trap before I put my foot in it.
Don't you turn your back on me. Listen, this is Shooter's tour. I worked hard, paid my dues. Now it's Shooter's turn. Shooter won't let his reign at the top be spoiled by some freak.
Did you just call me a freak?
Mm-hmm.
I was on this tour for one reason. Money. Now I got a new one. Kicking your ass.
Well, I'd like to see you try.
Let's do it.
Man, on the golf course.
What's going on here?
I was just looking for the other half of this bottle. Oh, there's some of it there and some of it right over there.
Why don't you put it down?
Yeah, I know.
Just stay out of my way, or you'll pay. Listen to what I say.
Why don't I just go eat some hay? I could make things out of clay or lay by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, Main Street Pizza, The Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Java Roma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by General Manager of Cabin Radio, AJ, who's just like shadowing us all week. Like, is this performance review time?
You just asked me to come in here.
I don't think that's how it happened. Also joined by a very special guest, Ceileigh Burns. What's going on, Ceileigh?
Hello.
Hello. Why are you here? No. This is something that's actually, this is a very popular thing, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
It's become very popular.
Very bougie.
Is it bougie?
It's very bougie.
Ooh.
Another new word.
Yeah. Is that a new word for you?
All these are new words.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Look up bougie and bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I'm going to look that. I don't even know how to spell it.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like Burgiois.
yeah, that's right. Burgiois.
Actually,
Sound it out.
That's right.
That was helpful.
Yeah. Burgoysi.
Yeah, Burgoysi.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's about burgers.
I'll Google it.
Ceileigh is here to talk about a already sold out event. I'm not even sure why we're talking about it. No.
Because of the next one.
Oh, the next one.
And
Which
then
is
the
for
next
goats.
one. Yeah.
And then ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have organized a class at the Racket Club.
Yes.
Puppy yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us all about puppy yoga.
All right. So I guess a couple of months ago I had an idea. Well, it's not my idea, but I saw a...
Came up with this idea.
It's an original idea.
I saw actually a goat yoga video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also found out that puppy yoga is a thing down south. And then I was like, hey, this might be a really great idea to introduce people to dogs for adoption at the SPCA, and maybe people that aren't necessarily aware of how they can get involved. So I asked Dana at the SPCA if she'd even think it was a good idea or if I'm just completely nuts. And she was totally on board. And then next we had to find a space, and I asked the Racket Club, and they donated the studio there. So everything's just fallen into place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you've had over 100 people ask about this.
Yeah, I put out the post or the poster, I guess, on Facebook, and then I had about 20 friends share it. And then it just got crazy. And then the SPCA shared the poster, and I've had, it's a room of probably 30 people comfortably. It's plus puppies. It's going to be a little tight.
You've been fending people off after that point, right? Getting the
I know,
elbows
and
up.
then I let Dana know that we had so much interest, and we might have to do another one. We were talking about maybe looking into doing it outside in the summer at the Tuesday farmers markets, setting up a big pen. Yeah,
if summer happens.
Yeah, yeah. I have January ends.
Oh, very nice. That's a new one.
So it was just I've put together an interest list and kind of let people know that all proceeds are going to the SPCA. and people are super, super interested in it. So
that's awesome. I mean, as you know, we work very closely with the SPCA, so this is great news, and what a great idea to try to introduce, and not only just like get people interested in adopting puppies, because I mean, obviously a lot of people are interested but don't know if they can do it.
Yes,
but it's a sneaky thing.
Yeah,
because as soon as they start interacting with that puppy, and the puppy's going to crawl all over them and be like, well, I guess I got to take this home now.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, we were unsure, and I'm still unsure, but we went with one litter. But we were talking about young dogs as well, because those are the ones that kind of they struggle to be adopted. Yeah. But I guess we're going to start with the puppies. And yeah, we're going to have membership, foster, and adoption applications there, just in case something like that happens.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It will.
I think so. I hope
It's going to
so.
happen.
I guess this is like the kind of thing where you're going to get like a decent sample size of like what a puppy really brings to the table. You go to the SPCA and like, you know, they bring a puppy out, they put it in your arms, you hold it for a minute and you're like, this is the greatest thing ever. Who could ever not enjoy a puppy? But this, you'll be doing it for what, like an hour, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like, there's bound to be some accidents on the floor.
Yeah.
So you get a
some
full
hair chewing.
Yeah.
Lots
You get
of
a
stuff.
full scope spectrum of what exactly you are encountering when you take on.
Puppies are a little crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
So how does it work? Like you do yoga with you just hold them up like with one arm as you do
So they're
other
not
poses?
actually really involved in the poses. They might be doing some of their own. But Alison Devitt, a friend of mine, is teaching a regular yin yoga class.
Okay.
And then we just set the puppies free.
And they basically just
Set
stick
'em
with
free.
a downwards facing dog.
I think, well, they're the
they do
pros.
their thing there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's going to be, I warn people that it's not going to be that serious of a yoga class if there's a puppy standing on your back. Or
I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
So I really, other than the YouTube videos I've seen, I have no idea how this is going to go. And I'm hoping for the best.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, there's a ton of positive energy when puppies are in the room.
I think so.
Positive energy. That's nice.
Scott, I've
That's
warned you
cute.
about this. We had that talk about puns. No, this sounds like a wonderful time. Beer yoga is already in the city as well.
Yes.
Have you been participating?
I have
in that as well?
not.
I
You should collab.
You
should
should
collaborate.
Beer puppies go.
Too many things.
That's
I don't
too
know.
many things. Absolutely.
It's too good.
Yeah.
Everything yoga.
Cannabis yoga. I mean, cannabis is legal now. Let's do cannabis yoga. I mean, I part of this is like it's getting people into yoga as well. Like maybe people who wouldn't regularly do yoga might go to a yoga class.
And that's
and be like,
exactly what it is.
puppies.
People we've had interested in that
Yeah.
aren't Racket Club members, and I, it's a good way to advertise the Racket Club studio as well. And
Absolutely.
it's Friday night. There's lots of really great drink specials down there, and yeah, it's a good situation.
All right, so this is an excuse to roll around with puppies and get drunk.
Oh, absolutely. Do you blame me? No,
No, not at all.
The puppies will not be drinking.
Oh, good.
Just the people.
Okay, just the
That's a
people.
good disclaimer to throw in there.
That's right.
I didn't think that would be a question that came up. But
I didn't
good to have in there. Just to get it.
Yeah.
Someone's going to respond to this and be like, why are you allowing puppies to drink? They're just puppies. It's like, well, no, you misunderstood. So you maybe have to do a couple of these
I
because
hope
there's
so.
so much interest.
Yeah, so we have this big interest list and people that were really bummed that they didn't get to do it. But it's just like I put the poster out over a month ago and the class is today. And yeah, we've had people asking up until yesterday. And so it was really, I wish we had a place that I could do this class for like 100 people. But
Well, maybe we'll find one. Maybe we'll find one for you. We'll do a post about it today. We're talking about it right now. Hopefully some of our listener will call in or ask. Maybe and you get more interest out of this. I mean, this is why we're doing it.
and
So,
we obviously planned for accidents to happen and we have people on standby with all of the good stuff. to
A
clean it
mop up
and-
crew.
Actually,
Like the kids at tennis games that grab the ball, and quickly mop it up and get back out again.
Run
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Well, I hope you guys have a few more classes, and maybe there's someone out there who could provide some space if the Racket Club can't do it anymore. Maybe there's someone out there who can provide another space.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lot of interest, and this would be a great way to get into yoga, but also maybe meet the love of your life.
Yes.
A dog.
A dog.
A dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, you never know. People meet in yoga classes all the time. It's like, what kind of pup you got over there? Sean Frise. Okay. I got a husky mixed with several other things.
It's not mine. It's just
You go on a
here.
dog walk. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And you said that you had maybe do some more of these, but did you have another one that you want to do? You said that you had maybe another idea.
Well, I mean, it all started when I saw a goat yoga video.
Okay, so
I mean, and I just love goats.
There are goats in the city.
There are goats in the city.
I think there's like 2. We're gonna need more goats.
I know. I mean, 2 goats is a lot of goats. Like
that's a ton of goats.
Yeah, they got a lot of personality.
That's right.
A couple of goats.
Yeah.
That's a couple of goats.
That's technically a couple of goats. I wouldn't say it's a ton of.
That's
true.
Depends on the size of the goats.
That would be sweet, but I'll run with that in a few months.
All right, sweet. Yeah. Well, congratulations on there being so much interest. It sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it will be.
I don't think I think if you took some pictures, we would love to.
Yes,
we would
we
love
will.
to see
Yeah.
them.
Absolutely.
And,
I'm one of the pooper scoopers, so I'll be.
Congratulations.
Do a selfie while you're cleaning up, like, hey, puppy yoga. It's just part of it. Hashtag January. Gonna use that, stealing that forever.
Yeah.
Ceileigh Burns, thanks so much for joining us this morning, and absolutely. And puppy yoga is going down tonight at the Racket Club. If you are interested, though, I mean, if you are taking any more interest,
I mean, I don't even know if the puppies will be there. If there's any sort of time after to kind of just have some puppy time before they take off back to the SPCA, then yeah.
Well, no, but if people are interested in doing like another one, if you do another one, are you still taking?
Is there a waiting list
parties?
right now?
The email that's on the poster, I'm still making an interest list of whoever emails me and if they'd be interested in one down the line.
And what is the email on the poster?
It is my name, which I don't even want to go into spelling. We were just talking about that.
That's right.
It's the SPCA has shared the poster.
Okay.
My email is Ceileigh, spelled CEILEIGH.Burns@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
All right. Puppy yoga tonight at the Racket Club.
At 7:30 p.m.
All right. Well, it's already sold out.
I know.
Calm down, Ceileigh.
If you just want to be around.
That's right. You just want to hang out outside the Racket Club and be like,
windows.
they're playing with puppies in there. You can do that.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Wrapping up MATC for another week. I hope you guys have just a fantastic weekend.
Yeah.
Lauren McGinnis just dropped by.
Yeah.
He
Uncle
came
Lauren.
in, gave me a hug. Unky Lauren.
Yeah.
Signed our poster too.
Yes.
Because you stole one.
I did.
From the comedy night.
Yep.
It's nice of you to do.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. It's the thought and the action in this case.
That's right.
You thought about stealing it, and then you did.
I wanted it to live on in infamy. And I mean, we've just kind of, in Studio One, just started to make a point of just putting a bunch of crazy crap on the walls.
That's right.
Yeah.
Live on in infamy. You went with a Pearl Harbor reference on that poster.
Did I?
Yeah. That's what that comes from.
Oh.
A date which will live in infamy.
Oh. Did no one ever say that before?
No.
Okay.
Maybe, but that's where it's famous. It's a fantastic poster. Thank you, Laura, for dropping by.
Yeah.
We did say hi to his mother earlier because she is a staunch Mornings at the Cabin listener.
Apparently.
She's a big fan.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And
she likes the fun we have.
That's right. That's right. And Lauren, off to breakfast at Gold Range Bistros. We wish him well.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love it when he drops by.
Yeah.
He should be a host here.
One day.
One day. He'll bring
snatch him away from
that's
CBC.
That's right. Oh man, if we're ever in a position to snatch him away from CBC, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on here. Coming up this weekend, you got puppy yoga tonight. That sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Ceileigh Burns, for dropping by and talking about that. Hopefully, they have a few other classes because obviously there's a lot of interest.
Yeah,
and a few complaints. But what are you gonna do? There's always going to be someone.
Yeah, but really, you try to do anything fun.
Yeah.
And there's inevitably, when it's really popular, there's going to be people who miss out.
That's right.
And those people get upset sometimes.
Yeah, it's a puppy yoga class, not a puppy cooking class. It's fine. It's fine. Because if you
are you talking about cooking puppies or
that's
cooking
the thing.
with
If you
puppies?
had if you had a cooking class for amateurs, it's like we're just going to throw puppies into the mix. And it was like a puppy cooking class. People were like, why are you cooking puppies?
I mean, fair complaint in that case, I suppose.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously you're not cooking puppies.
Well, that's how you framed it.
Oh, okay.
A little
It's
bit.
a cooking class with puppies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's also kind of dangerous.
Is it?
Well, they could jump up and burn themselves on the burners or something.
You know what? I'm just trying to come up with ideas. I'm just trying to fill this void in my life.
Work in progress.
As we all are.
Yeah.
As we all are.
Let's go with puppy yoga for now. Yeah.
It's funny. Actually, takes Wednesday night. As you know, I can be a surly bastard, and
I do know that.
Something Nicole said. I said something. She's just like, ugh. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. And I was like, you know what? And I talked to her afterwards. I was like, I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't mean to be like a downer. She's like, And I was just like, I'm working on it. She's like, we're all a work in progress. It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
So true. She's so wise.
She is wise. Yeah. Beyond her years. Yeah. She's only 22.
She will appreciate you saying that, I suppose. I don't
know. What do you got going on this weekend? There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, like, we're getting into a busy time now. Next weekend, we got the Beer Barge. We got the Long Shadow Festival next weekend as well. The weekend after that is Aboriginal Day long weekend. So we got Festival in Franklin on Thursday, Aboriginal Day on the Friday, a Midnight Sun Golf Tournament. I don't know if any of us are participating in that this year. We're getting into the busy time. And I was telling you that next weekend, you can't go to the cabin.
Yeah, that's what you said.
We're too busy. You got to stay. You got to do something. I mean, I know you're here all week, but I mean, like, I work all week as well. And I still got to be here on the weekends. Yes.
Oh.
What do you mean,
I just went home after this. You've never talked about what you do outside of the cabin.
Oh, so right. Stop it. That's unfair.
My apologies.
I spend like 70 hours.
This is the thing about me, though. Whenever a weekend is on the horizon and I'm thinking about it on the spot, I always forget immediately everything that I had planned. So I might have real commitments this weekend that I just like cabin completely forgotten about.
Man, if I had a cabin, I'd be out there every weekend.
Yeah, so. That's not even the plan this weekend. I know that. That is not in the plan.
What is the plan?
I don't know.
You sure?
I couldn't tell you.
Let's get together.
My mind is
Let's watch the game tonight then.
Okay.
Game 4, Raptors.
Right. Oh, I know we have slow pitch on Sunday.
I won't be there.
Why?
I think I need to heal a little bit.
You don't have to play.
I can just come and watch?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Well, I got to get into packing and stuff soon, too. So, you know. But I do have to, like, I've got, like, I pulled my groin. I did.
Yeah.
I was.
How's that feeling?
Massaging it last night.
Icing it?
No, I didn't ice it, but I was massaging it. Not like like it's like between my leg and my, like, you
Don't
know.
Talk about massaging.
I wasn't
groin.
massaging my actual groin. It was just like the tendon that connects your leg to your groin. I was massaging that last night. Very tender. Very tender. This is not going anywhere good.
I'm just happy like you're not out for the season at this point.
I mean, yeah, no, I do want to play. I need to get back into, like, I mean, I've been walking and hiking a bit with the dog, but I mean, like, I need to get back into some, like, more strenuous exercise to kind of
anaerobic exercise.
Sure.
Explosive movement.
I need that fast twitch muscle fiber.
That's right.
That's right, for slow pitch. Anyway. Right. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will be back, of course, on Monday to talk about all things nonsense.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.